Verse 8, a king who sits on the throne of judgment scatters all evil with his eyes. You know, we talked about this last week. What is the job of a ruler or a king? It's to uphold justice. That is the one job of a ruler, to uphold justice. And it seems like so many leaders, it seems they do everything but that. And it's not just today, it's been throughout all of history that has happened. But when you have a good king, somebody who upholds justice, then those who are evildoers, those who are criminals, will be scattered. They'll flee just by him looking at them. And that's how it ought to be. If you are a criminal, if you are exploiting others, then you ought to be afraid to be in the presence of a king or any kind of ruler. But if you are an upright person, then you ought to feel comfortable and safe with him. Paul talked about this whole concept in the book, in his letter to the Romans. This is in chapter 13. He said this, "For rulers are not a terror to good works, but to evil." Isn't it interesting he uses the word terror? Rulers are supposed to be a terror. They're supposed to terrify evil doers. He says, do you want to be unafraid of the authority? Then do what is good, and you will have praise from the same. For he is God's minister to you for good. But if you do evil, you ought to be afraid. For he does not bear the sword in vain. For he is God's minister, an avenger to execute wrath on him who practices evil. I think we could use some more of that in our day. What do you think? I see some nodding of the heads.